Hytham received a message from Wincestre, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes.
Oh, the order.
So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Wincestre will be a rather unwelcome place for you.
That's
but that is nothing
probably
you
fine.
cannot handle.
Exactly.
If you go, do not go boldly.
Territory pledged. Wincestre. New
I'll
quest.
make
The
my way to
Rave of
Winchester.
Winchester.
The letter
My
asked
bad.
me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
That's a lot of coming. I think this is who I need to talk to, but really quickly before I do, we're going to take this off so I can show you that I have an axe now. Billy from the last arc sent me a letter saying he wanted me to have his dad's axe, and it was stronger than my sword, so this is my weapon now.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Nope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead.
You left no
As
other
Jesus
instructions
said
for me.
unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
I don't want to come on anyone. I don't have a high enough riz. I'll be right back.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Son of a bitch. What were the deeds of Christ? Alright, I'll be right back. We gotta go find those. And no, I don't know them. I'm not religious.
He rose from the dead. A nice trick, and not easily done.
Oh, well, I knew that.
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their god. Their god brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Return to the priest. Okay, this is what I got.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
Wait, in order? I don't know.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
Yeah.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said,
I got it.
I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you.
What?
If you follow, I will lead you to him.
Oh my gosh.
I solved your riddle, and all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
My existence says to do that too, don't worry.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke
Yep,
was an
we don't
enemy
like
of
him.
Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
No, yeah,
If you
you're
did
welcome.
not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know
Excuse
of
me.
this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. Free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
Your god is not strong enough. Why would you trust me? I should let the order kill you.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
Oh, hey, that's the name of the quest.
A man you trust?
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
It
Not
is if
yet,
I say
Great
it
King,
is.
but the day will come.
Okay. Episode 16 of my playthrough, it's titled Traitor and Traded, is when we first and last saw of King Alfred, and we don't like him. It's what Eivor mentioned earlier.
Stones on him arresting Alfred's man.
Well, anyways, it's what Eivor mentioned earlier, but if you were looking for an episode reference, it's episode
Unless
16.
you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Oh my god, his ass is coming all the way up here.
You there, a word.
No, thank you.
Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, or the guards destroying evidence. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
They're bunched up together, so they are not meant to be stealth killed. I don't care. Hey, I'm here to set you free.
A Dane in Winchester. These are strange times.
You have no idea.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So
I
where
think
do we
only a
start
handful of
digging?
characters
My
have actually
research should
referred to them
If
as
they
the Order
haven't
of
burned it
Ancients.
already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
I'm gonna let the other people out of their cages to cause a distraction.
beyond the walls!
I don't think there's anyone in these other cages. Whoever keeps seeing me, no, you're not.
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
I am grateful for your help.
Ignore that effect. I totally wasn't being chased.
It's a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favored reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our 3 heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes the Syke's dead. What can you tell me of the quill?
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Wincestre. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
The gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
With pleasure.
Where's Julian, bastard?
Are you killing peasants? That's not a very good look.
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Yep, saw that
Your
coming.
wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
You said something, now you're going up there with them, aren't you? Yep. Oh, I don't like this guy. Oh, and now it's raining.
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
Why does it kind of remind me of Lord Farquaad? Eivor, you could stop this. Eivor, you could stop this. And Eivor did not stop this. This is not the first time she's done this. I cannot one-shot him, but I might be able to stealth kill him. How convenient that these pillars line up right behind him. Stealth attack and assassinate. That's great, but I still gotta fight the other guys, so was that really worth it? Oh.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Aelfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove.
You grind your heels into the backs of freed men, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
That is for you.
You are only a man, Reeve. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree.
Oh god.
Does Alfred
New quest, plucking the quill. Work. Yeah, do that later.
Watch my lead.
Now the question is, are the people happy with me, or are they terrified? Probably terrified. I am killing a lot of people.
I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
Sorry to break your glass, this is just way easier.
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister
she was at the
Batter
execution.
not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
Oh, okay.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no
thanks.
subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
They looked at each other so fast.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Oh my gosh.
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred, and he's calling the children to arms.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing.
That's kind of a flex, not gonna lie.
I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Do have plenty of money. I recently looked. I'll just give her the money.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it'll keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Spry little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give her that coin.
Get off me, you oaf!
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
Apple? I didn't scrub on nothing!
Whoa, where'd that dead guy come from? Are you okay, child?
Stealing apples, eh?
Fruit don't feed a grown boy. Do you have any chicken?
I don't, but maybe you can tell me what you know of the quill.
The quill? God blimey, you're brave. Find Alwyn and Wigbert. They see everything.
Who?
Squeeze me! Get on with
Godspeed! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
Oh, God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Why am I getting yelled at when the kids are the real ones setting chaos?
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotnar.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
You know what? I haven't fought somebody lately. Ignore the fight scenes earlier.
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all
I'll
the
give a
other
kid my
ugly
money,
sows.
but you,
Hawking a
why
dress,
not?
maybe?
You are mine!
Oh, shit.
What?
See, it's one thing to bribe a child, but to bribe an adult, it's just not as fun.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill. So I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give her what you took. Maybe she can save us.
Key. Oh, good job.
Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
You saw. I can take care of myself, but thanks.
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the quill's a she.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Don't tell me I have to fight a bunch of kids. Oh, no. Okay. I kind of draw the line at beating up children. Unless I am a child, then I guess that's okay. No, beating up children just isn't a good thing. Some members of my community might disagree. Harder to deal with if she reaches a guarded location. Oh, I was ready to confirm the kill and you just messed that up for me. Okay, now let's confirm the kill.
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
I've never liked characters like this.
Coward! Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you can't. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench
It
our
would be so
thirst for
messed up if
knowledge.
they pick that name because in the
Only
future you have to
Alfred's
kill
slave
an Order
faith is
member named
defeated.
Alwyn.
And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
Not in like the future of this game, but in future games.
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
Hi.
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
Uh-huh.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I have been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdor. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I said easy with my kinsbane. Old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
Your English mead, Goodwin? It tastes like cat piss. In Mercia, we would drink 10 times this, and feast till our names were forgotten and our bridges were lost to the forest.
Does that happen?
Yeah, actually.
As often as possible.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead.
So
a
we don't really know, do
property
we?
of mortality, you see.
I don't believe it. Too much theater in Winchester. Overwrought players and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger.
Okay, talking to people? No. I need physical evidence.
Lord grant my brother Aelfer.
What is this?
A peasant's clothes. Strange discovery in a churchyard.
And a mummified...
These clothes do not seem to fit this frail body. And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfirth?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
Layoff. What happened to him?
Sleeping? Sleeping like my dog when I hugged him too hard.
Someone hurt Layoff? I saw a pile of dirty clothes just here. Is your friend Layoff a beggar?
Yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
Oh, no.
Not just stolen, but burnt.
Ah, they switched.
It's a shadow play. The Order killed an innocent, burned his face so no one could tell, and interred him in Aelfirth's place. His sister knows more than she lets on.
Didn't know that was his sister, but okay.
A pretty show you have laid on here, but I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me? When my poor brother Aelfirth lies cold in his shroud.
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No,
You admitted it.
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards!
God damn it. Wait, I want to try this new axe ability I got. Hold on.
I'll keep the rat busy.
It seems cool, but I thought it was like an auto-lock thing. Like one of the abilities I have in Niflheim. Or I've used in Niflheim, where she throws axes. Alright, let's try this again. I'm spamming E.
Why are you doing this?
Enough of this, cat and mouse. Where is your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. and Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred?
Regicide? No. The king will step aside, and Aelfirth will lead us all, risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool. The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
The king is mine!
By God, it's true. The bishop lives.
Stand down, Goodwin.
They'll kill us all! God save us!
It was that guy.
Why do you defend this tarnished ground?
Enough, you
Get down.
scheming
There we
cur!
go.
Greater men than you die in mercy.
There's one. And a level up. Eivor, chill. We have other people to kill. I wonder if I was supposed to drop down and just start killing them sooner. Did I risk the death of King Alfred? Probably. Do I care? No, not really. We still don't like him, by the way. We're helping him, but that doesn't mean we like him.
Saints alive!
Eivor, he's right there. Can you please hold him? Jeez, Louisers. That's it.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you.
What is with the fur under the cape? That does not look good.
Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's
Hold on, Eivor.
god is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our
Your mother
death
died, but
rattle.
it's your fault.
My order wishes to
I
break
know that's not what you
these
meant, but that's what it
mind-forged
sounded like.
manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk.
No, you're one to
A
talk.
wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Now, that's 3 out of 3.
Elfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the old minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Did they think I was gonna try to kill him?
Come forth,
Not in the open.
Eivor.
Well, actually,
Here
I
is
would do
far
it in
enough.
the open.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
I won't.
You are a
Still
man
don't
of
like
your
you.
word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
Thanks.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Well, then I guess I'm a
Your
fool.
reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
So that's what made them leave? Oh, he left with them.
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
If I can say anything about religion, is that you should not force yours. Oh dear. The city is under alert, they will attack on sight. Okay, time to go.
Damn you, Alfred.
Yep, still don't like him, by the way. The only thing I have to say about religion is that it should not be forced upon other people. Let people believe what they want to. If you try to convince them otherwise and they tell you no, just respect that and move on.